So as we've learned in the other videos, factors are numbers or terms that divide evenly into a set of terms. And so the first step in factoring, being able to figure out the dimensions given the area, is to always look for or start with a GCF, the greatest common factor. And the greatest common factor is the largest number or term that divides evenly into a set of terms. So we've already saw the example when we were given an area of 4x plus 18. We needed to find the dimensions. So we look at this picture here, and we take this 4x and 18, and we put each term in its own little rectangle. And so to start with, how do I figure out what those dimensions are? Well, to start, you look for the GCF. So what is the largest number or largest term that both 4x and 18 have in common? And so the answer is 2. Notice that 2 is the only number that divides evenly into both 4 and 18. You see, 4 will not go evenly into 18. But 2 goes evenly into 18 and 2 goes evenly into 4. So all I have to have is a starting place. Once I figure out that first dimension, 2, then I work myself around to figure out the other dimensions. So 2 times what is 4x? 2 times 2x is 4x. 2 times what is 18? 2 times 9 is 18. And so now I have my dimensions for this rectangle. I have a height of 2, and I have a length of 2x plus 9. Okay, so let's take a look at the second function. So sometimes, as we saw before, it helps to break things down into factors. Let's say you're stuck and you don't know where to begin with the GCF. So break each box down into factors. Break each term down into factors. So let's start with the 2, or well, 2x squared. So 2 breaks down to a 2, and x squared breaks down to x times x. So my factors of 2x squared is 2xx. So what about 8x? Okay, so let's break down 8. 8 breaks down to 2 times 4. 4 we can break down even further. 4 breaks down into 2 times 2. So 2 times 2 times 2 are my factors of 8. That's as low as I can break it down, but then it's an 8x, so 2 times 2 times 2 times x. So now, how do I find that GCF? So what all do they have in common? Well, they each have a 2 in common, and they have the single x in common. So I have a GCF of 2x. And so then now, 2x times what is 2x squared? Well, notice what I have remaining. What did I not circle? The x. 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times what is 8x? Okay, so again, notice what I did not circle, the 2 and the 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. So 2x times 4 is 8x. So what are my dimensions? 2x by x plus 4. So let's take a look now. So looking at the next one, again, we want to find the GCF. We're going to start by finding the GCF. Now, this step that you're going to take you don't have to do it. A lot of times you can just look and say, oh, hey, they all have this in common and this in common. But if you can't see it, break it down. So 7x to the 4th breaks down, and you have a 7, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 x's. Negative 35x to the 3rd has a negative 1. 35 is 7 times 5. Those are both prime numbers. Can't break them down anymore. And then I have the 1, 2, 3 x's, so x to the 3rd. What about negative 14? Negative 14, well, of course, there's the negative 1. Then 14 is 7 times 2. And then I have the x and the x. So what do all of these have in common? Well, it appears that they all have the 7 in common. And it appears that they have an x and another x in common. So what is the GCF? The GCF is 7x squared. So then now to fill out the rest. Well, now that you've done this, what factors that you didn't circle that you have remaining is going to go and be the length. So 7x squared times what is 7x to the 4th? X squared. 7x squared times what is negative 35x to the 3rd? Looks like we have a negative 1, a 5, and an x, or a negative 5x. 7x squared times negative 5x is negative 35x cubed. 7x squared times what is negative 14x squared? Looks like we have a negative 1 and a 2, so negative 2. So 7x squared times negative 2 is negative 14x squared. So now I have my dimensions. I have a height of 7x squared, and I have a length of x squared minus 5x minus 2. Okay, so we've done 3 together. You try number 4. When you're ready, watch the video and see how you did.